it will receive a message to our SQS. There must be a two message, and once these message is processed, it should store that email addresses here in YouTube mailing. However, it is still creating this event type and the event time. This might also get failed. It is still creating. It is still creating. So let's see, as soon as it changes to the deliver, we will open that YouTube mailing. But I'm afraid that that is still creating that our secondary indices. That means that might also get failed, since Lambda function may not have access to those secondary indices. Now here it is delivery. Now let's see if it is created. Perfect, it's working fantastic. Now you see here, this is amazing. So this is a message ID, new message ID. For every message, there will be a message ID. Okay, so for this message ID, it has got this email, event time, and the event type was sent. Okay. Now let's send another message. What we can do, let's send another message. For sending the another message, we can open it and let's send it another testing for another. So now once it is sent, you know what will happen here? It will store here two messages, okay, because of their message ID is different. But it will store only one email address here because it is the same email. That means we will keep this table as a database and we will track this table for a history. Okay, so let's what you can do, let's reload this window. It's still, oh my god, it is still creating. These items are being still created. Here item, see, there are two messages. Okay, two different message ID, but if you see here, there is only one. Okay, great. So now what we can do here, once again, so somehow the event type is not changing. So the event type is still, it is send event type. So let's see why it is not changing. That's the event type. This event type is being changed here without any problem. But this message dot event type is not reflecting here. So what we can do, let's put this above that. Perhaps there is something a little wrong, something wrong. So let's see if we put it here and save it. Once we save it, let's see if we have any message left here. There is no message left here. Since I'm wondering, it must also update this table to the deliver. Okay, since it has only the send type, that means this is not okay. So let's see if there was some error here. But before that, let's open that message. We need to go once again into a spam. That's frustrating. Okay, this is not spam. How many times do I need to tell you? This is not spam. How many times do I need to tell you? This is not spam. Okay, so I have opened both messages. I must have received two notifications in my queue. So this notification, oh my god, it has processed very fast, very fast. So inside the log, YouTube, and this is the latest one. No, no, there is no. We have saved it. That's okay. I have also opened that. It must. Oh my god, what is happening here? There is no message available here. There is no message here. What is this? What is happening with me, God? Let's come back here and see this one. If the type is notification, message ID was here. Event type was delivery. This was for send. I am not getting any error here. Otherwise, perhaps the message was removed. Might be. I think this was the error, perhaps. Parameter cannot be converted to a numeric value, yan at request. So this error is somehow, it's still coming there. Don't worry, I'll get it. Don't worry, I'll get it. Some parameter is being converted. Okay, so I'll see that later, but let's see first this one, whether it has updated it or not. No. So for that, once again, what I can do, I can once again send a message here. So let's send this message once again, and in meantime, let's search this. What is this? Perhaps in the put item there is something wrong. Validation exception errors in put item. To decomposition type number. Country is string, name is string there. Event time is integer value, and here it is type, so it's okay. It seems it's okay, there is no problem here, and table name is okay, no problem there. Now let's see this one, what happens to this one. Once we go into log and then YouTube, this one is the latest one. So the message notification sent and then delivery. Then again there is error. But we have to see whether that has been updated or not. We have to see whether this event type is updated or not. Yeah, great. So the event type has been updated to the delivery, and if you see here into YouTube database, it is also updated to the delivery. Now let's open that message. Oh my god, how many times do I need to tell you, YouTube and Gmail, this is not spam, this is not spam, this is not spam. This is not spam. Okay, now I have opened it. I should have received a message here. So one message is available into queue. It is being processed. It is being processed. Let's see and wait for it. It is still being processed. Yes, it is processed. So once it is processed, then we can go here and it must reflect as open. Perfect. Perfect. This is amazing. Okay, so now successfully we have integrated our AWS Lambda function and DynamoDB together. Now let's again come back to the Lambda management. Okay, if you see here into our Lambda function, almost we are done with our Lambda function. Now we don't need to do anything with our Lambda function, so we can close our Lambda function, and now we don't need it anymore. And after this we have to create our another table. So you see here into the sent stats, in the sent stats we have to also store that for which country I had selected. Let's see here, we have to store these information such as a country and the date. Suppose that if I press a send button, okay, if I press a send message, then it must be able to they store those information at what time the message was sent, and what was the selection, event type selection, okay, such as delivery, open, or the click, and how many total emails were sent, okay, so that must be stored here. And then finally how many total emails are available, then we can do here. And then finally when, so we will take the first letter of this, and then this, and then finally this. Okay, so we can create our another table. So once we create our another table, then again we will come back to our this Python code which we have our into the offline. So in this Python code, now we will start our the coding from the computer itself. Now we have done with our Lambda function coding, so we don't need that online web browsing every time. Perfect. So let's create that table first. So now we need to create that table, and the table name will be YouTube underscore sent stats. Table name will be YouTube underscore sent underscore stats. Okay, and for the primary key there will be country, and the short key will be date, and of course date will be number. So the country and the date. Okay, since country can be the same, but the two time when you press a button, send button, of course you cannot press the buttons at the same time. There will be some time difference, so ultimately it will store as a new entry. So now just create it, since we do not need any secondary indices. Now we have successfully created our another table named as YouTube underscore sent underscore stats. Perfect. So before we start the coding here offline in this Sublime text editor, and I'm going to take a little rest, and thank you so much for watching this video tutorial, and please do not forget to subscribe this channel so that you can get update directly into your inbox. Bye bye, have a nice day.